Welcome back, YouTube, Axis and Allies brethren, to this Italy Round 5 turn, the Anniversary Edition 1941 version. Yes, fellow Italian patriots, that is the Italian national anthem playing in the background. Because Italy is about to liberate France from the dastardly folks from the UK. So be prepared as we unleash hellfire on them. The first thing we're going to do is purchase or produce 1 tank, 2 infantry, and 3 artillery for the Italian motherland. Next, we will conduct our combat. Alright, so our 1 combat move is going to be 2 bombers from Italy moving 1 space into France, having 5 movements left in their fuel gauge. We've got 1 bomber leaving from Libya, taking off for France, going 3 spaces with 3 spaces left in its fuel gauge. We've got 1 fighter leaving from Libya, moving 3 spaces with 1 movement left in its fuel gauge. And they are supporting 2 infantry and 1 tank and 1 artillery leaving from Italy, moving into the land of the Champs-Élysées, attacking the 2 tanks, 2 infantry and 1 artillery from the UK. Excuse me, 2 tanks, 1 infantry, and 2 artillery from the UK. So we'll move that to the battle board now. All right, here we are on the battle board, and just to make a correction real quick, UK has 2 tanks, 1 infantry, and 2 tanks, 1 artillery, and 2 infantry. I'll get it right eventually. So, LT likes to brag about how his dice rolling goes better as he has his music playing, so that's why we've got Fratelli d'Italia, Italian national anthem, playing in the background. So here we go. We've got 3 red dice for the bombers, 2 blue dice for the fighter and the tank. We've got 2 green dice for the infantry and the artillery, and we've got 1 black dice for the lone infantry attacking France. Here we go. We're looking for hopefully 5 hits. Yeah, right. And there we go. And we only get 2 hits. So evidently the music doesn't help us like it does LT. All right, so UK loses 2 infantry. So they will fire back with 3 green dice and 2 blue dice for their infantry. 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 2 tanks. Here is their roll for their defense. And they got 2 hits as well. So go figure. We have a lot better odds, we get a lot less hits. That's the way this game is going. All right. Italy will obviously press the attack on as the national anthem keeps playing in the background. We're highly motivated. So we've got 3 bombers, 1 tank, 1 fighter, and 1 artillery. Looking for 3 hits. Is that too much to ask? And evidently it's not. We got 4 hits that time. So that will eliminate the UK ground units in France. They will in turn get to fire back with 2 blue dice and 1 green die. So here is their return fire. And they only get 1 hit. So that will eliminate the Italian artillery. They will continue on with a tank and the rest of the air units. So we'll take that back to the board now. Non-combat moves. All the aircraft, all 3 bombers, will return to Aviano Air Force Base in Italy. The 3 bombers and the fighter. The tank from Egypt will move 2 spaces through Transjordan, and into Persia. And we'll rest there. So that will be all of our non-combat movements for this evening. So for the place new units phase, we have 1 tank unit going into Italy. We have 2 infantry going into Italy. And we have 3 artillery divisions going into Italy. So we'll pile all that in there and chip it out in just a minute. So for the collect income phase, Italy is sitting on 14 IPCs. They shall collect a 5 IPC bonus for having Italy, the Balkans. Oh, nope, can't do it because of Morocco, Algeria. That's fine. All right, so 5 IPCs for having Egypt, Transjordan, France, and Gibraltar. So we've got 14 IPCs plus the 5 IPC bonus. So they'll have 19 IPCs to use for their next round. So let's go into the unit recap. We've got, for Italy, we've got 1 tank and 1 artillery in Gibraltar. We've got 1 tank unit in France. We've got 1 tank unit in Italy. We've got 3 artillery in Italy. We've got 1 fighter, and we've got 3 bombers. And we also have 2 infantry units in Italy. We also have 1 armor unit in Persia. So that concludes this Italian turn for round 5 of this great Axis and Allies battle. Next up will be LT doing the US and China. So from the turret in Goldsboro, North Carolina, Captain Jack and Pvt Joe over and out.